Okay, so this is part 3. So you may be feeling anxiety about the future, what's going to happen, because the media is making everything so dire, and it doesn't help that people on social media are actually also perpetuating the fear that the government and the media wants you to feel. Because if they can have you in fear, then they can't release what is rightfully yours, your door to value, not just monetary, but in other ways. You are valued, you are sovereign, and once you understand your value, they can't control you. You're more harder to manipulate, and that's what they want. They're doing that through other people, using other people's fear to talk about what's happening right now, so that you won't see your value and you won't understand that you are sovereign, and stating so means that they can't control you. And that's why it's so important to really state that you have authority over your own self, and no one can take that from you. And once you understand that, they can't do anything about it. And a lot of us are in indecision. We haven't realized that we can choose to fear and be on that timeline and on that progression that they want us to follow, or we can go the other way, the opposite way, the other way. Follow unconditional love and loving ourselves and loving other people, and not judging other people, and not fearing things that are said in the media, and just taking it at face value. It's not real. It's an illusion. Everything that we perceive right now is an illusion to get us to stay in fear. And if you can understand that, you can declare your authority over yourself, that you are sovereign, that you have authority over your own energies, and you do not consent. You do not consent to anything that is happening. And once you state that, they can't interfere. If they do, then they're breaking one of the laws of the universe, the law of one and the law of free will. And there's probably a few others as well. But once they do that, then there can be galactic intervention, especially if it is nationally happening to a lot of people who are still being controlled, even though they have stated that they do not consent. The dark is really hanging on by a thread, and that's what you have to realize. They are hanging on by a thread. They have nothing left. If you give it to them, then they can have the perception and the illusion that they have their power back. But even if we give in, the galactic intervention will come through, and all our power will be given back to us, and there'll be a forced awakening to what's happening. And it's not what the galactic beings want to happen, but they'll do that if they have to, especially if they feel like the human race is being tricked. And they don't want us tricked. They want us above. They want us ascended.